Hey guys, Duke DeLate here for Pickup Daily. Got a question on Set It today by Leaf Magic 4. Says, how do I always lose it at the moment supreme? I'm pretty sure English wasn't his first language, but let's answer this question and more on this episode of Pickup Daily. He follows it up by saying, I'm feeling pretty confident in daily life, although whenever I get close to a girl, I get the feeling she's always backing off in the end. Could this be because I never actually make my intentions clear? And if so, how can I make my intentions clear indirectly? Alright, so, to answer the first question, why do I always lose it in the moment supreme? Chances are you're not losing it in the moment supreme, you're losing it somewhere in the beginning, somewhere. If you are continuing to practice and you're growing and you're progressing and you're moving, basically you're always going to have a shifting moment that you lose it. They call these, in the game, they call these sticking points, right? You're going to get stuck in a certain space so that the whole cog work of your game doesn't work, right? You're just one small place. If you clear that out, then it all meshes together and everything's awesome. So when you lose it, some guys lose it in the very beginning. They lose it in making eye contact. They get all nervous and they don't want to approach. Some guys lose it if they make eye contact with a girl, but they're with a family member or a boyfriend or something, and then they won't approach. They're insecure about. Some guys lose it when they're going for a physical move, right? There's a bunch of different places and stages of the game. It depends on your practice and your attenuation to the subject, right? So at the end of the day, you shouldn't be losing it in the same place, because every time you practice, every time you do something, you should be trying to figure out, okay, what can I do next time that's going to make this interaction or experience better? And if you do that, you're always going to be ending up at a different place down the maze and figuring out just a little bit more of the game, which is the whole point of practicing the game. As for your second question, where if you never make your intentions clear, the girls will back out at the end. Well, you answered your own question and you knew that answer, right? The girl backs out at the end physically. That means she didn't have a very clear understanding of what your intentions were in the first place, or she got creeped out or something made her feel uncomfortable at the end and she chose to back out, which is totally her prerogative and her choice, and you should let her do that with grace and ease, because one, you don't want to make her feel unsafe, and two, it doesn't need to be some sort of coercive, weird relationship. And three, if you do treat her like a fucking gentleman, you're going to get a lot more respect, and you might be able to get a shot at it again later with her or the rest of her friends. So make sure that you're not coercing or doing any sort of guilt tripping or anything that is like, oh, weird. Okay? Because you know, these are people too, and they might be in the mood, they might be out of the mood. You just gotta fucking chill with the weirdness, okay? Secondly, your masculine polarity against her feminine polarity is going to show her that you're sexual. Obviously, if you don't make any sexual moves, she's not going to know that the relationship is sexual. Even if she wanted it to be, it would still be a jolt if you pulled it out of nowhere and just threw it in her face, right? Just whip it out. We call this birthday dick actually, I don't want to tell that story. I'm just going to cut that whole part out. So to answer your second question, that you're not making your intentions clear so she backs out at the end, well, obviously, if you're not making your intentions clear, she doesn't know what to expect. And even if she wanted it to go sexual, she's not necessarily going to like it when you just throw it in her face out of nowhere without gradually ramping up. You know, they say in the old terminology, you have to heat up the oven before you stick in the turkey, right? Sexual escalation is an experience that you guys should both experience together, and that journey alone is worthwhile in its endeavor, right? That it's awesome to ramp up and get into it, because if it was a surefire thing every time and it wasn't challenging, then it wouldn't be as fun to conquer, as it were. How to make your sexual intention clear indirectly? You can't. That's that's just a weak way to go about it. Say, oh, I'm your friend, whoops, we got drunk and we had sex. Guess we're a couple now. Like, it's so fucking weird. But it's like the strategy that a lot of guys use because they don't know how to be direct and confident with their own sexuality and ask for things and be okay being denied them. Like, there's a measure of strength that there is to say, hey, look, I'm really interested in you and I want to see where this goes. I mean, if it doesn't go anywhere, that's fine. I'm not going to be weird about it, but I'd definitely like to explore this possibility. It's to say something like that, hold eye contact while you do it, lets a woman know that she's wanted, that she's valued, that she's wanted in that raw, primal, sexual way. But it keeps her comfortable in our, new "I can't bang you over the head and carry you off" society. And I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, there's my answers to the 3 questions. I hope that helped. I do this every damn day here on Pickup Daily. So until tomorrow, stay awesome.